Where are you off to?
Black bag.
Right. You asked how it works. To be with someone in this business, this is hell.
Black Bag is a UK-based spy thriller distributed by Universal Pictures. The plot surrounds a group of British intelligence agents who work together, led most prominently by George Woodhouse, who is put forth as a man of distinct honesty. His wife is also an agent at the same agency, but they don't always work on the same operations. Actually, often they don't and they can't speak to each other about what is specific they're working on or where they're traveling to and for what. It's quote, black bag, i.e., an operation that's blacked out to all except whatever couple of three operatives specifically need to know about it. Back to good old George, he's so Super Saiyan honest that he did in his own father's career and marriage over his infidelity because he, quote, doesn't like liars. But by the end of the movie, he'll lie and connive as it suits him. And of course he will. He's a spy. That's one of the flaws of this movie. This character is a bit of a Mary Sue, or at least set up to be one in a circumstance where he couldn't possibly live up to such a reputation. Nonetheless, he's tapped to investigate his colleagues for a leak, and that's where the fun and games ensue. We're taken through a menagerie of twists and turns. Before we continue, please take a moment to help me with engagement on my channel so I can get my reviews to more people. Please like, subscribe, and notification bell. And let's continue to my written review blog, Reviews and Revisits on Instagram. As I noted here, this is a movie for the mind and definitely worth a watch. It's a very dialogue driven film, one of those where if you need constant action or aliens, the latter being a reason given for not liking Oppenheimer that much by one fool, you won't like this. Actually, Oppenheimer is a good comparison, just not as overbloated as its second act was. This movie only runs an hour and a half long, so it's well paced. It's a mystery thriller with spies spying on spies and delivers on the intrigue you would want from this type of film. All of the early dialogue before you get to some action, mostly in the third act, does well to set up the characters, the plot, and walks you through the mystery. Though it does do the thing of making some of the characters, one in particular, a bit pretentious, as discussed earlier. I'll skip to the final point. Bottom line is, I had a great time with this movie, having some nice twists and turns at the end that weren't predictable nor too cute by half, as these things often are. So I'd like to elaborate on this point. The twists and turns are engaging. The interplay in various intertwined professional and personal relationships of the characters play off each other well, making this not only a strong plot driven movie, but a character driven one as well. You've got to pay attention and keep up, and that bodes well for the movie to never get dull and always keep you engaged. The mystery of who done it and what's their motivation really is smart, and the misdirection isn't obvious. Even if you're smart enough to figure out that the movie is trying to misdirect you, you can't figure out who and why are the real culprits. I was right in figuring out that the scheme that the movie was trying to make us believe wasn't the real scheme, but I was wrong in guessing what the real scheme, perpetrators, and motivation was. All the fun was in trying to put this complicated puzzle together and then seeing it revealed what was really going on. And that's the genius of this film. That's why it's definitely worth the watch. I recommend taking it in at a theater and getting that full theatrical feel. Unfortunately, not a lot of people are going to see the movie, so you can get your chosen seats and be spread out from any annoying talkative people or whatever other things that maybe sometimes keep you away from the movie theaters. And you can get it at any showtime, especially at this point coming up on its fourth weekend in the theaters. Remember to follow me on Instagram at reviews underscore and underscore revisits, where I'm able to post more written reviews and box office examinations there more regularly than I can here on YouTube. And don't forget, before you leave this video, to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get my next review. If you saw Black Bag, what did you think of it? Let me know down below. Lion Runner, I'm out on this one.